Happy Halloween.
Aren't we not happy, though? How can we say happy Halloween?
Sad Halloween.
Alright, so this is the first chapter with a title. Chapter 7. Bring Me to Life. Author's note. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 good reviews. And by the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 good reviews. So stop flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake. Shouldn't that be for Satan's sake? She just said she was...
Yeah, you would think. It's Draco!
It's Draco Malfoy!
Get him.
Try to suck his weenie.
Come on, Harry. Get his weenie.
Get his weenie? Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist signs on my nails and red nail polish. I think she means a pentacle. A pentagram. Oh, so I think that she has like black nail polish, but then she has a pentagram, a reverse pentagram on her black nails with red nail polish. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist signs on my nails and red nail polish. Author's note? See? Does that sound like a Mary Sue to you?
Nope, definitely not.
I know, Mary Sues can't wear symbols on their nails, obviously.
They also just can't be Satanists.
Yeah. I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then, we started Frenching passively. And we took out, it says passively, just like...
Is that Frenching passively?
We started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then he took off my black leather bra, and he took off his pants. We went onto the bed and started making out naked. And then he put his boy's thingy in mine, and we had sex. See, is that stupid?
Wait, is that what it says?
Yep, right there. In parentheses. Oh, Draco, Draco. I screamed while getting an orgasm. Well, all of a sudden, I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody gothic writing, were the words, Vampire. I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand, Draco pleaded. But I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyways. I put on all my clothes huffily and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker! I yelled. End of chapter. Oh, wow, I thought they were going to stick that in her butt. But you never know.
Why would that be the first thing that comes to your mind?
I mean, J.K. Rowling has thrown me some curveballs in the past, so. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep.
We don't want preps here, so if you're a prep, then you can just unsubscribe.
Author's note, if you're a prep, stop watching this video.
We don't allow preps here.
Yeah. Everyone in class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend B. Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. It says understatedly.
Wait, who's B. Bloody Mary?
I believe it is Hermione. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she was converted to Satanism, she's in Slytherin now and not Gryffindor. What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm confused by this because... Doesn't she mean Draco?
I think
like,
she just
why
didn't understand the difference. Yeah.
Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me.
Wait, who's talking? You have to do your Harry Potter voice.
Hold on. I think for some reason, this one little, tiny little paragraph in the middle of this chapter, I think is from the perspective of Draco. But it is random and it doesn't acknowledge it whatsoever. Alright. This is the perspective of Draco, though, this one little paragraph. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker.
Oh.
We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the forbidden forest where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to bust into tears. End of chapter. Virility.
I haven't lost my virility.
I know, it's hard to lose, especially when you look like this. By the way, none of the other chapters have had titles. Just that one, Bring Me to Life. Chapter 7. Same.
Okay. Yes,
that looks demented. What have you done? Is he okay?
He's fine now.
Holy F! What? That looked like a nightmare. That looked like some crazy shit from The Following. Jesus. Student in peril.
I saved him.
That seemed like he was literally dead. Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snape doesn't like Harry now is because he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. My Chemical Romance rocks. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort! Shocker! No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious! And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter! I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remember that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him, and they broke up? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a, dude, you're so retarded look on his face. I hath telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you do not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted, and then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad, I didn't know what to do, and suddenly Draco came into the woods. He just came into the woods? Draco, I said. Hi. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and a messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way.
Kind of like a pentagram.
I literally couldn't tell you. Maybe it's just like a gigantic pentagram over your eye. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled. That's okay, he said all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together making out. End of chapter.
So they like walked back in making out?
Making out while walking. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It's great. It's exercise.
I mean, that's talent.
Talent and exercise.
Give me your pants.
Okay. Chapter 10. Author's note. Wow. I don't even want to read this author's note.
Why? What does it say?
I'm just going to read it. And you know what? If it sounds like too much, I'm just going to bleep it out. Stop it, you gay fags. If you don't like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle after all. And she and Vampire are evil. And that's why they moved houses. Okay? I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset when the rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between Good Charlotte, Slipknot, and My Chemical Romance. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we all call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And Hagrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably cutting his cheese. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that. It says that in parentheses after she spells out the word she won't write. Or a steak. But spelt like a steak, like a meat steak. She needs to be killed with a slab of meat. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and a tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of just like a magic, try to it away. And at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerned voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came, and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him, because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears, and suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? Jumping out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you? You fucking poser muggle bitch!
Oh my god.
See, is that out of character? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Wait, you can practice after that? We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly, Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. See, that's basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why.
He cried wisely.
Oh! Ebony, Draco has been found in his room. He committed die by cutting his cheese. End of chapter. And, yeah.
I can't wait to do this again next Halloween.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a whole year to find out what happens. That was chapters 1 through 10. Just kidding. If everybody actually really likes this, we won't wait a year to do it. Have a safe Halloween. Definitely don't drive flying cars while smoking cigarettes and drugs. Don't do that.
Put your thingy in another person's thingy
You know
unless there's consent and you're consenting adults.
Yeah, consenting adults all around.
If you want to put your thingy in
someone's
there,
you know what, if you want 10 thingies in your you know what, and consenting adults.
Everyone's consenting adult.
All consenting.
You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just be safe about it.
Yep, and don't forget to use blood instead of milk, obviously, as the Halloween tradition is. And hail Satan. Let's go smoke cigarettes and other drugs.
Let's do it, man.